Let me get this straight, Sony. You're trying to explain to Activision, tell Microsoft, no, and tell Microsoft what they can and can't buy, and what they can and can't sell. And you want Call of Duty to be sold separately to a third-party company so it can be on every platform. Listen, I understand this is hard for a lot of people to understand, and a few of you might understand this on my channel. Acquisitions are not terrible things. Microsoft is going the way of the multi-platform approach. You can get your app on PC. You can get your app on your TV, Fire TV. You can get it on a Chromecast if you want to. It's all you can put the damn thing on a fucking damn display screen in your in your kitchen on your damn $5,000 refrigerator and play Halo on that damn thing. I guarantee you, probably, right? Not on there, but eventually you'll be able to if you could. Um, but does that mean that Activision is going to be? It means that Activision is going to be under the umbrella of Microsoft, and what that means is all the games day one will be going on Game Pass. And Microsoft said they're not going to increase the price of Game Pass because of that. A lot of fans, people are happy except Sony. Sony is pissed off because they're going to be losing Call of Duty. Listen, Call of Duty is trash right now. I'd be more than happy to throw Call of Duty away if I was Activision. That's like probably a $20 billion game franchise by itself. And no one can spend $20 billion unless Microsoft can. Even Amazon probably won't even want to buy Call of Duty. Even though Luna will get a big shot in the arm with that, it'd be the first third-party AAA title on it. How they can have it, because Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 guys sucks. I'm sorry. The game blows. It's not changing anything. Hell, EA Battlefield 2042 has evolved more, which is updating and fixing the game, than Call of Duty has in the last 6 months it's been out. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. No, I'm not buying this. I know EA. I know EA. EA on my brain here. I had trouble with EA, my app, getting Battlefield to run. Took a blood sacrifice to get the damn thing to run practically. But anyway, though, outside of that, though, Sony is pissing and whining to the European countries now to block the acquisition of Activision, American-made company, from being bought by Microsoft, American-made company. Let me get this right. A Japanese-based company is complaining about two American-made companies doing business and going in business together practically, one buying the other. Essentially, the Japanese company is trying to tell American companies what they can't buy and who they can't sell to because it may hurt their brand. Listen, Sony, you need to shit it off the pot. Okay? I'm a Sony fan through and through. But put your games on PC, make your money, and shut the hell up. Really? Just end this thing. Just end it. Just end this stupid war. It has nothing to do with you. Look, Nintendo Switch is gonna get uh, Game Pass access and probably EA Play access. Why? Because Microsoft's trying to get into the Japanese market, and they get into Nintendo, they get into everything else. Now, if Nintendo sold to Microsoft, yeah, that would be kind of time to throw the panic button and run around and freak out. Because then that's pretty big and pretty badass thing for freaking out about. But if you're freaking out because two companies who are American-made companies going into business together, practically one being sold to another, it's very normal. When you bought Bungie, I ain't seen Microsoft freaking out. Now the Halo fans freaked out because it means now Halo will never be purchased or be fixed by Bungie ever again now. But I ain't seen anybody freaking out over $3 billion you guys spent on Bungie. Yeah, you get Destiny rights, but you're sharing it with everybody else. So it's only okay when you have it. You tell somebody else, when someone else has it, you don't like it. Listen, guys, I'm a Sony fanboy through and through. They have a better hardware, a better system, better games. It's just better on PlayStation, and I understand that. PS4, I left the consoles because I can't stand both of them anymore. I couldn't find a PS5 much. I couldn't find an Xbox X Series, so I got a gaming rig that blows both of them away. Um, and that being said, though, I have Sony games on my Steam as well as Microsoft games on my Steam account. I have EA games on there too, as well as Ubisoft games. I don't care who buys what. As long as it's available on Steam, I don't care. Okay? I have Doom on Game Pass Ultimate. I play as well as Prey, things like that. I don't care. But this thing is going long too far, too long enough on this situation. I think it's time to really nip it in the ass. Sony's afraid that they're no longer be relevant and they're going to lose players to go to the Xbox ecosystem. Listen, let the PS fanboys buy an Xbox, play all the games they want, and still keep their damn PS5s. When I had an Xbox One X, had a PS4, yes, I didn't play PS4 much more because the games I wanted to play, I already played already. And you guys were making a change to bring the PS5 out. And of course, I couldn't find a PS5, so I didn't really think much about it. That being said, it's not a terrible thing, folks, to have competition. Competition creates cash. Okay? Competition creates cash. And once you understand that, once you get that in your mind, you're better off for it. But Sony's going to pull this little whiny, wimpy little game. It's going to run across the gaming market, world tour, different countries, and to tell two American-based companies how to operate. A Japanese company is going to tell two American companies that they can't buy or sell to each other because it affects their player base in their heads. Listen, if your console's that crappy, then people should go buy an Xbox. But I guarantee you, people are buying more PlayStation than Xbox for a reason. They're not buying it because of mother effing Call of Duty. They're buying the damn thing because of first party hits that you guys have. Ratchet and Clank's Resistance if it comes back out again. Infamous, if you have time between your bitching about Activision to actually fucking make the game. Infamous. Games like that. You know, Last of Us 2, you have all these titles. Last of Us 3, you have all these titles you can create or re-release. But you're too busy pissing and fighting like a bunch of biatches over a fucking vibrator. That's called fucking Call of Duty that no one gives a shit about right now. I've been playing Battlefield a lot more than Call of Duty. And I enjoy myself better in Battlefield. Because it's fun and I enjoy it. It's awesome to play. Granted, it was a cluster F when it started. But the game runs smoothly like butter. Because they fixed a lot of problems. Yes, it took a little while. But you know what though? They fixed it. You can get this game on EA Play. Probably a lot of people are playing it now. And PlayStation too. I don't see you guys on Sony fucking freaking out over EA letting you guys have Battlefield on your guys' game. You know, I know on your guys' game sharing thing. On your PlayStation Plus. Well, we better get rid of Battlefield then. You better turn that off. People will go to Xbox in droves to play Battlefield. It's a better game of the two right now. So if you think people won't run over to go play Battlefield, You go ahead and turn off Battlefield, see what happens to your player count, your player base. Call of Duty might come out next year, this year later on. Oh, with a banger title. They may not. They may not. If they do, great. If they don't, who cares? I sure don't care. It goes without saying, folks. Sometimes you gotta let things play out to see what really is gonna happen with the situation. If I was a betting man, I would assume EA would have sold to Microsoft first. If I'm a betting man, but Activision sold first. The betting man, I would have bet EA would have gone to Microsoft first. That's me though. So to say that I'm a little bit miffed is the understatement. I'm pissed because Activision has to be this stupid little Sony has to be a stupid little bitch about everything. You guys can't let anybody do anything. If you can't have it, then no one can. That's how it is. To take off Battlefield 2042 off your guys' PlayStation Plus, refund the money from Destiny, from Bungie, send it back out in the wild, and you sit there in a little soapbox and pout like a woman fighting over her last fucking vibrator until you finally realize that maybe you shouldn't give a shit about what our companies are doing, especially to American-made companies. Because here's just in: Call of Duty's not selling very well. Yeah, it sold $1 billion. Who cares? But the acid reflux people are getting from the game is so bitter, they're literally demanding refunds until this day. I haven't updated the game. I don't even care if I do it or not. So I play more Cold War than I play Modern Warfare 2. I'm telling you, it's based upon people's expectations. Battlefield has done more to help than Call of Duty has. It's a Battlefield you can play a game, have fun. Call of Duty you have to spin, twirl, no scope, and camp halfway across the corner of a map just to have fun. So you get kill streaks and just destroy the other team. There's no fun anymore. You know? The fun is gone. So, I think Call of Duty and Activision can be sold to Microsoft is not a bad thing. I think EA and PlayStation needs to look at this maybe right to EA, get some more games from EA on their Plus or whatever, because they're not making the money it's Microsoft making because they don't have the ecosystem Microsoft does. PlayStation is very one-dimensional right now. Yeah, they're putting games on PC a little bit, but that's not a whole lot they're saying. So to say, well, putting games on PC, well, good job, Sony. If they release a PlayStation app for your TV, where you can play PlayStation games on the app, then they'll be heading in the right direction, following Microsoft, but heading in the right direction of expanding their horizons, opening their minds, and growing their platform to other areas. Can you have a Microsoft? Can you have a Sony app on my gaming rig where I can play PlayStation games, log into my account, and play PlayStation games on my PC without having to download them to Steam? I just go boom, buy them on PlayStation on the app, and bing bam boom, everything's done. No, because you gotta fucking suck in the past. Okay, I'll just buy it on Steam, or I'll go not play it at all. You have Horizon Forbidden West you could put on PlayStation Plus. You don't want to because you want the extra money. Charge $20 for EA for PlayStation Plus. Make it like a gold tier or like a platinum tier, we're gonna call it, and make it where you can get all the games day one they come out. You download them, you play them. See, Game Pass ain't hurting Microsoft because Microsoft knows that it doesn't work with certain games. People play other games. The games that don't work, they just get rid of them. New ones come in place. But Sony didn't have that mentality. They're stuck in the old Wild Wild West of gaming where you have to make the games only for console and you have to buy it on this. And that's fun and sweet and all, but it doesn't work when it comes down to it. Make a PlayStation app where you can play your games, download them to your computer or laptop, with a PlayStation controller, PS4, PS5 controller, plug in what you want to do, or wireless. You can play it on there. Even if it's like a monthly fee, like PlayStation Plus PC, and you have to pay like say $20 a month or $40 for whatever, 3 months or whatever it is, to play the games like Game Pass. You download and play them. I would literally support that. Because you're expanding your horizons. You're making it easier for me not to go buy a place and buy just to play a game. It's a win-win, Sony. You're just being a little biatch because you can't have your way. Once again, guys, I got 54 subscribers. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Once again, like, subscribe, notification, ring that bell. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.